What's up everyone, it's Michael's birthday in the Big Brother 24 house, but that doesn't mean it was a nice day as we discussed the quite frankly disgusting comment that Nicole made regarding Taylor. We've got so much to talk about, so welcome to your live feed update. Alright folks, now right before we get started, if you haven't already and you want quick, concise and fun live feed updates on your YouTube feed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And also, please hit the like button and the bell icon to get notified every single time a brand new upload goes live on the channel. Question of the day now, folks, and it seems like the fanbase is divided on who they want to go home this week, and it's between three people, really. We've got Alyssa, we've got Daniel, and we've got Nicole. Let me know in the comments section, of those three, who you would like to see go home the most this week. Alright, now vote talk of course regarding the veto, because Daniel did win the power of veto alongside Kyle, and the rules are with the duos twist, if only one person decides I want to use this power of veto, it gets used, end of story. So there is kind of the idea of making Nicole feel comfortable and Taylor being the fake target to make her feel more comfortable, and Nicole saying, you know, she can smell across from the room and stuff like that, and that she's a respectable person, she's a humble person. Yeah, I don't want to dig out because I don't like to be a mental health specialist from an armchair, as I know a lot of people like to be. But some of those things she's saying do seem a little bit narcissistic, dare I say. I don't know, but I feel like if you are a respectable and humble person, you don't need to tell people that. It's like when narcissists tell people that they're a good person, when in reality, you don't have to tell somebody that if you are a good person. You know, I feel like y'all can level with me there. Do y'all know what I mean? That kind of vibe. But anyway, you know, it's Nicole's saying, I feel like Taylor might have the votes to stay. She might actually, you know, turn this one around, and Monty's trying to reassure her and all that kind of stuff. So Nicole's definitely in panic mode. She's aware and she feels like she knows what's going on. But the fact is, she was talking to Monty, who's planning her eviction, and she didn't say anything to him. It was like, it's always the other people, you know what I mean? She wouldn't say it to that person's face, but I don't know. I think with a bit of luck, we're in for a blindside on Thursday night, because Nicole, I'm sure, will be so confident after sitting on the block for, you know, Monday, which is today, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. That's 4 days she'll be sitting on the block, and I'm sure she'll get cocky at some point. That's Nicole. She's arrogant, she's cocky, she is overconfident, and she believes she runs the place. So I wouldn't be surprised if she gets too confident into believing that she actually is staying on Thursday night, and then when Julie goes, Nicole, you are evicted from the Big Brother house, we will get a good old-fashioned face, and we will all be very, very thankful. Now, vote talk continues on Daniel's side of things, and obviously we know that he wants to keep his fellow rogue rat in the house. Nicole, and boy oh boy, wasn't that name ahead of its time, because they really have turned out to be rogue rats. And not in the positive way, not in a good way at all. But yeah, he is basically saying to Kyle, we need your vote, bro. You know, if you want to succeed, if you want a chance at that $750,000, you've got to stick with us. Kyle's got some people he can stick with called the leftovers. That's all I'll say on that one. But yeah, I think Daniel is very much trying to keep Nicole safe, which is, you know, from a game standpoint, logic. He's trying to keep his closest ally safe, but I do believe Daniel's overconfidence again in the way he's been very, very mean to Taylor is going to come and backfire on him. Like, I know people are talking about karma, whether or not karma's real or not, who knows, but it would seem so, especially this week with what's happened with Nicole and Daniel, with what happened to Paloma, with what happened to Pooch, Amira, all these people who had hated on Taylor, it's kind of like came back round to get him. And all while Taylor hasn't even bit back or said anything derogatory to anyone, she's kept class, she's kept dignity, and she's going to be keeping her place as a house guest on Thursday night, when Nicole doesn't, and she goes out and sees Julie and sits with her in that eviction speech. Now, of course, Nicole has been talking about the fact that she likes when Julie calls out house guests for their problematic behaviour. Oh folks, I hope that Julie follows through on that wish of Nicole's, and I'm sure Nicole would be happy if Julie called her out on her behaviour and conduct while in the house, because Nicole loves when Julie calls out house guests on their problematic behaviour. It shouldn't make any difference, and there shouldn't be any special treatment for when Nicole walks out. I do hope Julie calls her out on some of the things she said, especially something we're going to get onto shortly, I'm saving it towards the end of the video because of the fact that, quite frankly, it's not a nice thing to talk about, so I'm getting all the positive, or more positive and more neutral updates out of the way first, and then we'll get on to that horrible comment that Nicole said about Taylor. Now for quite a fun update. It was Michael's birthday and he wanted to recreate Keisha's birthday, which also lies on the same day as his, would you believe it? So yeah, he wanted to recreate Keisha's birthday, so we had Taylor doing the "anybody want cake?" which was really, really cool. I just thought that was a nice callback, and it shows the super fan in Michael that he, you know, and again, it's something you've got to watch when you're in Big Brother. If you show that you're the super fan, people go, "He's the super fan, we've got to get him out," you know. So I think, you know, people probably took it in jest because it's birthday fun, but everybody seemed happy about it. It was like everybody singing "Happy Birthday to You" in a really depressing tone. Silence. Taylor goes, "Anyone want cake?" Then everyone starts cheering and says, "Happy birthday, Michael." It was lovely, it was nice, and it was a warm moment for everybody to come together and stop being I'm being careful with my words right now. Stop being, insert word here, for some of those house guests. It was nice to see a warm, wholesome moment. But of course, that doesn't always last in the Big Brother house, so I believe it is time to talk about that comment that everybody is talking about, that Nicole made about Taylor. Alright gang, now probably the part that you are most here for today is to hear what Nicole said, and if you've heard already, to kind of get a breakdown of it. So, it's not even nice this, I'm even kind of skeptical of saying this. I mean, there's a little bit of, you know, disgusting language in there, folks, so just prepare your ears. I'm just gonna spell it out rather than actually saying it. But anyway, she was talking to Terence and Daniel in the backyard, and Taylor was just minding her own business, doing her own thing, and Nicole says this. Let me read it out. Okay. "If Taylor wants to flaunt her P-U-S-S-Y all over the backyard, go ahead, but that's not who I am." Now that might not seem like a big comment to everybody, but to say something like that unprovoked and to bring that word into it, which is a very sexual word that can be put into a derogatory tone like Nicole has done, it all of a sudden becomes incredibly offensive and incredibly controversial, and something that makes a lot of headlines and people talking about it all over social media. I am quite frankly disgusted in that comment, as I've seen the majority of people are. I have seen people who've been ex-house guests commenting on that clip on Twitter going, "Oh my god, you know, what on earth?" And rightfully so. Why would you say something like that, Nicole? Why? Is it jealousy? Is it... That's all I can land on. That's all I can... Jealousy? Is it just being mad that she is not in charge anymore? And Taylor, the nice girl who has been hated on since day one, is now in a good social position? And to, like, sexualise it as well by saying that is just unacceptable. It's bang out of order. It makes you go, it gives you the ick, you know, that comment. It's nasty. It's, you know, I think Daniel was kind of agreeing. Terence, you could tell, in my opinion anyway, I'm sure y'all can find the clip if you search it up on Twitter. Just search Nicole Taylor Baby24. I'm sure it'll come up in the top searches. And it's probably all over YouTube anyway. You could tell Terence, in my opinion, didn't want to be in that conversation. Daniel was engaging more in the conversation, but Terence, you could tell, didn't want to be there. I think Terence has twigged on to the absolute BS that is Nicole and Daniel, because they are... We know what they act like. I don't even need to justify this. I don't even need to talk through. We've seen what they act like on the live feeds. We've seen in the episode when they took Taylor to task, it was uncomfortable to watch. It was sad. And to come out with a comment like that, which I am guessing is probably not going to make it onto the show, because Big Brother, at the end of the day, is targeted in this day and age as a family show. So that's probably not going to make it on there. That's for everybody to know. Make yourselves aware and educate yourselves at the fact that Nicole has said that disgusting comment about Taylor. So-called, let me reiterate it, if Taylor wants to flaunt her all over the backyard, go ahead, but that's not who I am. It's like she's trying to make herself sound better than her. Taylor's not even doing that. I mean, I can't even believe I'm explaining this. I've nearly been talking for 4 minutes on this point. I'm watching the timer go up and I'm just in disbelief. I feel like I just need to spend some time on this one though, because that is unacceptable to say something like that. It's quite outrageous, and to sexualize it and to make Taylor sound so derogatory like that is disgusting. Nicole should be ashamed. Although, speaking of shame, Nicole has expressed time and time again that she's not ashamed of any of her behaviour while in the Big Brother house. Or anything she said while she's in there, she's not ashamed of it. Boy, oh boy, she's going to get a rude awakening when she leaves that house and gets evicted. That is all of your live feed updates for today, folks. I thoroughly hope you all enjoyed watching. Now, I've got a quick little thing to shout out at the end, and I would appreciate it if everybody could help me out here, because I am kind of floating around the idea of starting another YouTube channel, and it'll be totally different to doing Big Brother stuff. It's going to be a reaction channel. It's something I've kind of wanted to do for a while, and I haven't kind of settled quite yet on, you know, if I'm going to be reacting to music or to films or to TV shows or, you know, or to all of that thing in one, basically. But I've created a channel for it. It's called Culture Cocktail, and it's I'll put the link in the description below. I would appreciate it if everybody could go and subscribe on there, just to give me that little boost to get started. And I'm sure it'll be content that everybody will enjoy, because everybody loves music, right? Everybody loves music, everybody loves TV. I'm pretty sure I'm going to start with music anyway. But if you could go hit the subscribe button on Culture Cocktail, folks, again, links in the description below. Y'all would mean the world to me to do that. Just thank you. I mean, y'all are just so wonderful, and supporting me day in, day out is just, it means the absolute world to me. So if y'all could go do that, you'd just make me the happiest man today. And yeah, thank you guys. But anyway, I appreciate everybody for watching. Please let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below, because there's a lot to talk about, especially regarding that comment from Nicole. Yeah, not going to dig into that one too much anymore, but not a nice comment. Do not approve. Do not tolerate. Bad. B-A-D. Bad. But I'll tell you what's good. My new YouTube channel, Culture Cocktail. Wow, that was smooth. Go subscribe, folks. But thank you, guys. I hope everybody is staying safe, staying positive, and staying healthy out there. And remember to be kind to one another. But in the meantime, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Do all of that wonderful stuff. But until your next live feed update, I've been your host, Tom Vasey. Good night.